Hi there, dear friends. This is Mo the Americanoid with one more episode of ESL with Mo the Americanoid and our friend of all times, Jesus. Today we are going to have a special edition related to the Old Testament, English and the Bible, information and transformation. And the Bible is divided into two parts. The Old Testament, that it was before Jesus came to our planet, and the New Testament that tells the life of Jesus and after he ascended to heaven. So Jesus, would you mind waiting a little bit for us to learn a little story about the Old Testament? This is a request that our friend Marcia made for us to explain a little bit about the present perfect and the simple past. And the Bible has many examples about that. I'm going to be reading for you a Bible verse that is found in the book of Numbers, chapter 14. The book of Numbers is the fourth book of the Old Testament. We have Genesis, we have Exodus, Leviticus, and then we have the book of Numbers. Chapter 14, verses 30 through 31. It says the following. The people, they had gone. They were investigating, spying the land to discover what it was like. And they found out that the land was rich with lots of fruit, lots of delicious things for them to eat, and the land was very fertile. However, that land was not a deserted land. That land was inhabited by giants, like this one here. I kill you! And these people here, they scared the people of Israel. And only two people, Joshua, that was one of the spies, and his friend Caleb, were the ones that said, no, 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 don't be afraid, don't be afraid. We can go and take this land because God has promised us. But everybody was terrified and said, no, 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 we prefer to die in the desert than be here. Then God said to them, Numbers chapter 14, verses 30-31. I'm going to be reading from the NIV, New International Version. It says the following, 30-31. God speaking, not one of you will enter the land I swore with uplifted hand to make your home, except Caleb and Joshua. As for your children that you said would be taken as plunder, I will bring them in to enjoy the land you have rejected. There we have an example of the present perfect. You the people, God speaking, say, have rejected. The present perfect is a very interesting tense for us to use, because it's not really past and it's not really present. It comes from the past with influences in the present. That's why it's called present perfect. It's not finished, or it's very recent. And the present perfect is made with the auxiliary have for every person except he, she, it. That is, has. So I say, I have rejected, they have rejected, and he has rejected. We make the present perfect using the auxiliary plus the verbs in the third person, a column. That is the past participle. For example, I chose two verbs that appeared in this lesson. The verb to swear, repeat, swear, and the verb reject. To swear means to promise. I promise to tell the truth. Today also the word can mean to use bad language. But when it is in a literary context or even in the court. When you go to the court and you put your hand on the Bible, and then they ask you, put your hand on the Bible, put your right hand on the Bible, raise your left hand and say, do you solemnly swear to say the truth, to tell the truth? So it is to promise. This verb to swear and the verb to reject. So the Bible used there that in the past the verb swear, it is an irregular verb, and this is a regular verb. It's very easy to distinguish. A regular verb, you just put ed in the past. An irregular verb then has different forms. The past of swear is if you said swore, you got it right. The past of swear is swore, and the past of reject is rejected. So God swore to the people of Israel in the past, I am going to bring you to this land. So it is over. He swore, and now he was fulfilling his promise. But the people have rejected. Therefore, I use the third column. They have rejected. As reject is a regular verb, I use the same form, rejected. And the past participle of swear is sworn. Swear, swore, sworn. So these verbs are very important to remember and to put into practice. Remember, the simple past usually is going to tell a time frame when it happened. I swore to your fathers in Egypt. I swore to your fathers in the desert. It's over. It's over. When they were in captivity. Or yesterday, last year, 500 years ago. Now, the present perfect we use when, even if it happened in the past, it still has repercussion today, or it's a very recent. As the people were rejecting God at that moment, God said, you have rejected me. But we are going to practice a little bit. Wait and see. So, dear friends, let us see if we can practice the present perfect or the simple past, taken from the Bible, from the book of Numbers, chapters 13 and 14. I will give some examples and leave a gap, and I'll tell you the verb, and you try to put the verb in the right form, and then you check it out, okay? There we go. Number one. Number one. I, the Lord, gap. The verb is to speak. Period. I, the Lord, gap, to speak. No time. So it's recent with consequences now. Very good. I, the Lord, have spoken. Very good. Number two. I will surely do these things to this whole wicked community, which, gap, the verb is band. Band. Together against me. Very recent. Not in the past. Now. Yes. Which has banded against me. And so, number three. So the men Moses had sent to explore the land, who returned and made the whole community grumble against him. These men responsible for spreading the bad report about the land, gap, the verb is to be struck, to be struck down, to be struck down. It's over, finished, because they grumbled, they complained. That's right. These men were struck down. Simple past. Number 4. Of the man who, gap, go, that's the verb, to explore the land. Of the men who, gap, go, to explore the land. Present perfect or simple past. They finished exploring the land. They are not exploring anymore. Who went? Very good. Who went to explore the land? So don't forget, my dear friends, try to practice the distinction. Go on the internet, find more exercises. There are many exercises on the internet available for you to practice the difference between the simple past and the present perfect. Just go on Google and type ESL, present perfect, simple past, and you're gonna have lots of exercise, okay? And don't forget, what is gonna happen now? Because Caleb is encouraging the people to go and fight those giants. What's gonna happen? Don't miss our next episode, okay? And if you have any questions or suggestions, go to our website at www.believes.com.br and follow us on Twitter at BelievesUNASP. So don't forget, Caleb learned that he depended on Jesus for courage and strength and to be patient. Be patient, and very soon you will know English very well because you are using English and the Bible, information and transformation. Bye!